Hello, everybody. It's good to have you guys here. What's up, all? Welcome to my live stream. And I think it's going to be starting for everybody now, too. So that's nice. I'm going to try something new here. I'll move this. I'm going to get this sucker in here. Yeah, there we go. So I tried something a little differently this time. I made sure that my phone was showing horizontally this time. Is it showing horizontal for everybody else right now? So it's a little better. Hello, Arthur. Hello, Titan. Great. All right. I don't know why it didn't show full screen last time, but it's doing it this time. Good. I want to welcome you all to my live stream. We are really tearing into this creature. You probably noticed the thumbnail with the construction sign, like the cone around this area, because I want to focus on that area. Yeah, it's cone time. It's good to have you all here. I'm just going to be doodling. Did everybody have a good week so far? Let me move this up a little bit so you guys can see a little better. What made me want to draw a horrific worm? Because I like it. I just wanted to. Why don't I make digital art? I do. I did draw a worm. It's right here. Oh, thanks, Troy. If I wanted to draw a regular worm, I mean, that would be cool, but it's not as fun as drawing a horrific demonic worm. That's why. Are one of you about to tell me that I need Jesus? I sense that coming on. I know. I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get it. Every time I draw something demonic, you need Jesus. Well, Jesus told me to do this, so I don't know what to say. You know what? I do have my trusty black Prismacolor with me today, folks. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun one. Does the worm have arms? Good question. So, down here, let me move this stuff on the table here. Sorry. Down here, you'll see the deltoid. Okay. And it's going to bend. The arm's going to bend. And then I'm going to have another set of spider arms over here. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. It is a dragon worm. People often ask me if that's a wing over there, and it is not a wing. That's not a wing. Okay, adding some black Prismacolor. Let's do it. Definitely need it right there. Some other spots, probably right under here. Something fishy's going on under there. Very, very deep crevice. Right in there too. Did you just ask if this is predator or prey? Dude, if this is a prey, what is the predator? Yo, if this thing it has something else that's going to eat it, I guess I got to draw it, don't I? Because that would be insanity. This thing is 200 years old and about 25 feet tall, so I don't think it has many things to worry about. There we go. Okay. Getting some veins in there. Okay, gotta put that aside. It probably needs a vein coming across this bicep. And I think I'm gonna do that. Put a little vein in there. Yeah, that probably worked. That's good. So where's everyone from? Thanks, Lawrence. Pugs, I don't believe you. I don't think you're from Earth. You're lying to us. You're lying to everybody. You're one of the lizard people, aren't you? I know you are. It is my pet. I just don't have a name for it yet. República Dominicana. It's nice to have all of you here checking this disgusting creature out in the chat. By the way, we hit 350,000 subscribers, so thank you so much, guys. That's a pretty big milestone. It's a fun one. Couldn't have done it without all of you. It just makes me excited and make me want to do more content, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to stop anytime soon. All right. I'm just going to kind of float around. You know, sometimes if I draw in one spot, then it gives me ideas for other spots. And it just, I kind of feed off of it that way. And I also noticed that the little teeth. Wait, have I done concepts for other studios? Yeah. I worked at Netflix, worked at NetEase, Snail Games, Galactic Entertainment. I worked on Death Ground, the dinosaur game. Yeah, man, love it. I love game studios. A lot of really cool people. Met some of the coolest people ever at them. If I was left-handed, if I was left-handed, I don't know if I could do that. I just draw with both, huh? All right. Guys, I was not expecting this to turn out horizontal because I've had so many problems with it, and it just did it. It's so weird. That kind of took me off guard. Oh, I think I know something's up right there. Gotta be careful with that. It's almost like a horse. What was our record of likes last time? Was it 200? I wonder if we can get 200 likes this time. Or 250. That'd be fun. Maybe we can get 250 likes. It's got to have a big vein running across the shoulder. It's just not complete without a gigantic pulsating vein. Wormhorse Samantha. That's funny. That's very funny, actually. I like that. Make sure you guys can see this here. Yeah. Great. Okay, let's get on these details, should we? Or shall we? So the goal today is we're taking smaller areas each time. So this is obviously an illustration. Okay. It's a little different than quick concepting. So I want to make sure that each body section flows into the next body section nicely. So if you're a creature designer watching this, just make sure that the head that you're giving your creatures looks like it belongs to the neck that you have it growing off of. And that looks like the collarbone, the torso it should be growing off of, and all of that. Just make sure that everything is cohesive. It's very easy to fall in the trap of just putting random built stuff on a creature, and there's no real form to it. So it's got to be careful. Hey, Hunter, what's up? You draw dogs? That's awesome. Do you do portraits for people, or do you just like drawing dogs in general? Like dog portraits for people? It's actually a big business, man. You can make a lot of money doing that. I don't know if I like that vein now. Have I watched Love and Monsters? No. Is it good? Hey, Santiago. Glad to have you here. All the newcomers coming in. Hello. We're continuing this gigantic beast. Cool. You had me at Mutant Apocalypse. Now I have to watch it. Yeah, I'm liking that Hellworm name. Then I'll really get people in the comments telling me that I need Jesus. Oh, you know what? I don't know if that's going to work down there now. That shadow's a little strange. Completely forgot to establish my center line. How dare I do that? Oh, hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that part needs to be a little more protruding. Okay, that's a little too dark. I have to even that off now. I knew I went a little too dark with that one, but that's okay. That'll just be a muscle that's really popping off there. That's fine. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Kind of looks like a little burn mark, huh? You're coloring with Prismacolors? That's great. All right. We can probably just shore up some of the shapes in here. Doesn't need a lot of detail. And then we can actually move on to some other parts right over here. That'd be fun. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I don't know what these tubes are even going to attach to yet. I know that it probably has like a lifeline down here, some kind of organ that maybe does that. I don't know. Dude, what's up with your internet, man? Go fix that. If I catch anybody leaving work, you're writing in all caps, man. You're yelling at us. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. Sorry. conversation's actually tame compared to what I've received in the past in my lives. I've had some pretty crazy ones, man. I had one live where a person's house caught fire. They put it out, but it was nuts. My main sources of income? Why? Can you see that down there? That's really low down there. Okay. Crazy things happen in my life, bruh. Crazy. You know what I might need to do, guys? I might need to move the weight back over here because it's shaking. I'm so sorry, but I do have to do that. Okay, so that might keep it from shaking. Yes, I got a huge weight right there. It weighs the table down, so now I can like shade and nothing will happen. I know, I'm so sorry. Well, main sources of income, like right now, it's social media. Um, we got YouTube, got Patreon, um, freelance. Ever since I got laid off, this was back in 2023. I just was not going to mess with trying to get a job again, like straight out sending my stuff out. And because of that, that got me more jobs. It's funny how that works. So I just took matters into my own hands and I said, you know what? I wonder if I can get my YouTube channel monetized like everybody keeps talking about. And my channel was, I mean, I've had my channel, I think I've been over this. So those of you that listen to this and heard this story, I'm just going to say it again. I've had this channel since like 2011, November of 2011. And it sat for a very long time. We're talking, I didn't even make a video until 2 years late, like a year later. And then I made two or three, and then I stopped for another 5 years. And then I made like a handful, maybe like a dozen. And then I stopped because my first son was born in 2018. And, my head just wasn't in it. So everybody kept saying, man, you get it monetized, get it monetized. And at that time, everybody kept talking about Twitch, like how gamers are getting monetized on Twitch. And, you know, and then I realized Twitch wasn't going to cut it. So yeah, it's like a combination of things. Yeah, I think the tube is a breathing tube. Um, like this, these two tubes right here, they're going in the chest cavity. So this right here, this little triangle shape, this is like an exoskeleton. It's just a breastplate. All right, so these muscles, like the pec and everything, they're going under it and they're kind of attaching to it. I'm waving at you from the States. Thank you. No, the eggs are right here. Well, being consistent with your art, that's a thing. Um, another kind of hard-hitting question that maybe people feel uncomfortable about asking or answering even for themselves is, do you love it enough? Not you personally, but I'm just saying you in general. Like, do you love this stuff enough? If you're feeling down, or if can you draw and not post anything on social media, but you're happy with just drawing? like a sketchbook in your bedroom or something. If that's the case, then you're going to make it. That's something Feng Zhu always used to say in some of his earlier podcasts. He used to say, like, can you work on something for a year, 2 years, 6 months, and then never show it to anybody? If you can do that, then you love it. And the thing about making money with art, people just undercharge themselves because they're afraid of what other people will say. Yeah. I see people, I mean, you got people asking like do fully illustrated comic pages and characters and they're charging like $50 and the artists are like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's ridiculous. $50? That barely covers gas. Like, nah, man. How do you make the pencil do the thing you want it to do? You move your hand the way you want to move your hand. But it takes a lot of practice. Like if I want to go light, I don't push hard. If I want to go darker, I push harder. That's all. By the way, if you guys ask me questions, I'm going to give sarcastic answers if it needs one. Nothing personal or anything. They're just fun. I try to give people the honest to God answer. Well, yeah, I mean, like 50 bucks when you're a kid and you're charging, yeah, you can't charge a lot. But, just to give an example, if you're an established artist, you're, mid-tier, senior level, um, you need to be charging by the day, like 400 or 500 bucks a day. All right. Um, Never, ever, ever, ever charge by project. If you do, you need to uh, charge half up front, half upon completion. Because what's going to happen is a client who doesn't know what they want, they're going to milk you for everything. Let's say that they're going to pay you $700 for the entire project and they don't pay you till it's done, where they're going to make it last a month and a half, 2 months. And you're going to end up drawing so much more than what you originally agreed to. And then you're still only going to get paid 700, which is, it's stupid. It's not a lot. 400 or 500 a day is not a lot because you have to think about it. Like if you're a senior artist, you have health insurance. If you have a family, you have gas, you have rent, you have overhead, all that stuff. And if you're going to charge by the hour and it's a big project, and like you're a pretty good artist, you're pretty established. I mean, minimum $70 an hour, like minimum. You have to treat each freelance job as if you got paid full time with that one and it gave you like your monthly expenses at the end. That's how you should treat it. People just don't know what to charge, and it's sad. That's why a lot of artists are broke, unfortunately. And unfortunately, like schools don't teach you how to charge your work either. It's like taboo to talk about money. Entity. Are you asking us who's consuming the internet in your house? We can't answer that, dude. Go fix that, man. All right. That's looking, I kind of like that plating right there. I didn't expect to do that, but it's just kind of happening. Oh no, is that out of perspective? Hold up. It is. Hold on, I got to fix a major problem here. That is out of perspective. Just give me a moment, guys. I can't talk. Okay, I think I fixed it. All right, that's better. Freaked out there for a minute. I told you that was a weight, man. It's holding my ring light steady. I literally moved it into the frame. Oh wow. So it's okay, entity. It's okay. We're just giving you a hard time, man. Is there any particular project that would be a dream job for you? Oh, you had to ask that question, didn't you? Yes. Yes. I do have a couple dream jobs that I would love, love, love to do. Probably, probably like five jobs that I would drop everything I'm doing and work on it. One, another Mist movie, if they ever make one. Frank Darabont, please make another Mist movie. Um, I would love to do, because they're continuing Stranger Things, but they're going to do it on Paramount. I would love to work on Stranger Things. Um, I got to work on Love, Death, and Robots, so that was fun. Um, I have not worked on Doom, the game. I would love to work on Doom. It's been like a goal of mine for years. I think that's it so far. And there's smaller franchises I would like to touch at some point. I think my stuff's a little too evil for Star Wars, but if Star Wars came calling, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, the episode in the latest Love, Death, and Robots, the For He Can Creep, I designed Lucifer. I helped design that one. That was fun. If they make another Thing, because I know John Carpenter's doing Thing, I would do that. Thing would be awesome. I was just thinking, what if the muscles for the pec, what if they go underneath here? That's going to be very strange. Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to do a little experiment. Actually, no, I can't. Okay. So the tubes are going to be inside of the chest. Ah, okay. That's going to have to be protruding a lot. Okay. Yep. That's what I thought. I'll just do that. Thanks, Mesquite. If you guys want to know my little secrets about designing muscles and inventing them on the fly, I explain that on my Patreon. Check the pinned comment. You can check out my Patreon for that one. Got a lot of secrets going on in there. I do live sessions on my Patreon for tier 3, but it's going to be specifically for my eCore 117 project. So that's going to be a really, really fun one. Top secret stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to do about 15 passes before I even start putting details down for that arm, because I don't even know what it's going to look like. Still don't know what those tentacles are doing either. Oh, man. I'm wondering if... Oh, good at time for some shadow right there. I think that'll work. And then where the opening is for the tentacle, now it looks like it's really in there, so that's good. There we go. This pencil is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. I'm gonna have to switch this one out soon. How long have I been drawing for? 41 years. I started when I was 4. 1984. That's when I started. Long time. Non-stop. If you want to be good at art, you have to obsess about it. You have to obsess about drawing. There's no excuses to it. If you're not good right now, that's irrelevant. You have to love this. Because if you don't love it, you're going to try to force yourself to be good doing something you don't want. And I don't recommend that at all. I have to sharpen my pencil, so you guys are going to hear a noise. There we go. I would love to work on Stranger Things. I really would. Get my hands on a mutated Demogorgon or something bigger than the Mind Flayer. Psh, bruh. That's good, Entity. Keep drawing, man. 12 years. That's a good. You got a decade under your belt now, and then some. Keep going. I don't know what planet this would live on. Probably something hostile, something humid. Maybe it doesn't live on a planet. Maybe it lives in like a dream world or something. I'm gonna have to stand up for this one and just look at it, because my voice might shift. I don't know where. Okay, I guess that looks all right. Can you guys see that okay? Even if it's moved up here? I hope so. Found the secret to not have a glare on my drawings anymore. How can you stop your pencil from getting short after you sharpen it? It's physics, dude. What kind of question is that? It's gonna get short. You're sharpening it. All right, so this looks good. That's decent. You can really hear them walking around up there, don't you? Okay, this is the moment of clarity that I need whenever I add in these new sections on my creatures and I have no idea if they're going to work or not. And things are starting to come into view. So sometimes I just have to sit back and really evaluate this. So if you guys are drawing along with me right now, you're drawing something, um, just sometimes you got to take a step back and ask yourself, is this really working? Sometimes they don't. Sometimes you're going to notice mistakes that you didn't before, and just be like, man, I knew something was up. I knew something was up. So you got to be careful with that. Yeah. Add some battle wounds. That would be awesome. You guys enjoying these live sessions? I hope so. There's so much fun to do. Not everything over here is really going to get much detail. There's no need for it, so it's just going to be floating around here in the mist. That's decent. I might put like a little hook or something on this fella. I know the tentacles need some love, and I just, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to go on with him. This is almost like an elastic muscle attaching to an exoskeleton. Very strange. What is my favorite YouTube channel to watch? It has nothing to do with art, honestly. It's like horror reading, like stories and stuff. It's called Let's Read. I love it. When I go walking every day, I listen to Let's Read. I listen to it at night too. I didn't really want to outline that. Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, there's Let's Read. There's Doctor. What is it? Doctor Insanity. Um, Booze and Booze. Like booze as if you're drinking alcohol, and then booze like what ghosts do. So like booze and booze. It's pretty cool. He's got a good voice, good narration voice. Am I Christian? No. Yeah, booze and booze. Is that what it is? Doctor Insanity? Okay. Yeah, I like Mr. Ballin. Favorite thing about Mr. Ballin is his playlist, places you can't go, but people went anyway. I love those stories. Those are my favorite ones that he does. It just shows you how incredibly dumb humans are. Like we're so dumb. What is that? A 700-foot underwater cave that nobody's been to? I'm just going to go down without tanks. Like great job. Yeah, Mr. Ballin blew up, man. His channel, big time. Okay, and now's the time to put in this knee joint. This is going to be fun. Because I'm probably going to have to make it like half insectoid, half mammalian. So we'll see what tendons I can attach there. It's going to have those ligaments that are going to be needed right there. Thanks, Lorenz. Lorenz. Make sure you guys do your homework tonight too. I'm going in a dad mode right now. Get off your phones. Well, you can use your phones to watch me, but after you're done. I think it's Ballen. Well, I don't really think that muscle is going to work. Ugh. This is just me. Just don't pay any attention to me, guys. I'm just kind of talking to myself here. The rear delt. There we go. Okay, that's what I needed to do. There was no real rear delt. You're going to be careful that the side delt right there, because it's not human. So. Okay, that's still decent. What was the question? Sorry, Huey. Am I drawing like from start to finish? Sorry, Mr. Question. I miss those sometimes. Are you just asking like how I started and all the stuff that I've done? Did you just say I should become Christian? What is happening? Okay, this is going to be a very weird joint. So I'm going to put like a little marker for myself right there. Bruh, you keep asking me how I draw the legs of a creature with grass and stuff. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on my demonic Samantha worm right here. I don't know. It seems like Samantha is really sticking unless somebody has a better name for her, and it is a she. because that's all of her babies right there. I actually have to use black Prismacolor so I can separate those. Right in there. So that's like where the wall ends. And then the other ones are sitting. Just do normal legs with rocks and grass. Nah, I'm not doing that. That's got to be crazy. Okay, that's a little better. This thing is going to need a coarse shadow running down the body. I'm not really going to worry about that right now, though. Maybe a little bit just to see what it looks like. Okay. Everybody having fun? This is what I do, folks. I mean, for my illustrations, I'm just on these things all the time and just trying to piece them together as best I can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Maybe I'll walk you through some other drawings I have in here, like this one. I'll just show you guys this real quick. A little serpent. Like that. Big guy. There's a little dude right down there. What was my favorite class in high school? I don't know. I liked high school though. I always liked science. That was cool. No, I wasn't offended. I've just never been told that I should become Christian. Yeah, science is fun. This is a little cast shadow, by the way, guys. A little cast shadow. Our creature's lit from above. So the cast shadow is going to be darker right here, but then it's just going to kind of fade off. We got bounce light, atmospheric perspective happening. Okay, I guess that's okay now. This could be a little darker right under there. What is my favorite creature to draw? Scary. I like scary stuff. That's my favorite type of creature. Anything scary. Okay, there we go. Not bad. It doesn't need to have a lot of detail in there. It's just a knee, but it'll be dark enough to where it'll stand out from the background. So that's something I definitely have to keep an eye on. Yeah, that's it, refrigerator. Make that loud sound. They just discovered a new Neanderthal skull. I'm really happy about that. It looks cool. An unknown Unknown ancient species of human. Looks really good. I mean, this sucker's like 2 million years old. That thing was falling apart. They found it in a cave. I should probably draw one of those skulls, huh? Like the Australopithecus, the Sedibas, or the Afarensis. That'd be a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if I have a favorite animal. Honestly, I don't know if I do. I just like so many of them. It wasn't normal because of the brow ridge. It resembled the Australopithecus afarensis because of the eye sockets and the maxilla where the teeth grow out of. So I believe they took it to the Smithsonian. Yeah. Yeah, don't go in unknown caves, right? When I was teaching in school, university, this was back in 2011, 2012, I was teaching the foundation studies. And I tried to go to the anthropology department, trying to get them to bring in some of the really old ancient human ancestors, like the bones. But they had to keep those in the basement because they couldn't expose it to air. But I got to see some of them. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I wanted to touch them so bad, but I couldn't. And then they had dinosaur eggs. They had a skull of a stygimoloch, like the adolescent Pachycephalosaurus. It was awesome. Found it in like 80 million year old rock, and the rock was still attached to it. It was so cool. Yeah, it was fire. It was the only word to describe it, fire. Okay, now what's fun about this deltoid region is we have so many layers happening, and we got muscle striations happening in here. This is when stuff starts to compound, and like when you lay the foundation down and then start shading more skin wrinkles and stuff, it just flows naturally and it looks good on top of it. Well, she's got to be jacked. I mean, the shoulder on the other side, it has to hold up all of that. Look how big she is. That's a huge head and neck and babies. So she's got to be built. This book, I don't even know. Um, I think it's 12 by 18, maybe a little larger. This is the biggest moleskin sketchbook you can get. I've actually had this for like 8 years. I only draw on this when I'm going to illustrate something really big. Do I read? Yes. I read sci-fi horror, um, like dark fantasy stuff. Not all that. I haven't read lately, but I like it. Oh, Australia. Hey, how's it going? Good to have you here. I love having people from around the world here. Oh, we got some obliques happening here. Wait, no, obliques are. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, man, guys. It's going to get so crazy down here. Wait till we get down there. Wait till we get down there. That's going to be nuts. You're from Sicily. Hey, Dante. Glad to have you here. Glad you caught the live stream. Welcome aboard. Oh, thank you. You like my energy? Good. I get excited about this, man. I mean, drawing is my life. I would do anything to do this. I mean, I have done everything to do this stuff. It's my lifeline. I did this when I was sick, when I was invited to parties. I mean, I had a social life, of course, but, you know, this took top priority, and I love it. And I love teaching it. As long as people just listen and they try. So, guys, one thing I do want to mention. Sorry, I got a cough. Okay, excuse me. One thing I would like to mention is my Patreon. So if you check the pinned comment, you can take a stroll on over there, and I have some tiers where I go in depth about creature design and little secrets that I have about how I design things and client work, more videos, live streams from my Ecore 117 project. You can join for free. You can pledge to a tier. Do whatever you're comfortable with. You can hang out there for a while. That's fine. Just be sure to check that out before you leave the live stream. You know, I wonder what I can put on the end of that tentacle, because I don't think if it rolls like this. Yep, it has to have a little hook, doesn't it? Of course it does. It was actually a cough. It was not a sneeze. I don't know how I'm going to sound on my phone anyway, so probably sound a little weird. You don't pledge for free. You join the Patreon for free. So if you go to my Patreon, the actual page, you'll see join for free. And then if you go into memberships, you'll see 3 different tiers. So there's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And then you read the descriptions for the tiers. You do whatever you're comfortable with. You know, there's something for everybody. And then you can just choose from there. Have I ever tried creature-based survival games? Yeah. You mean like play them as video games? I mean, before you guys were probably even born, I used to play Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Talking about a survival game. That started everything. Before Dino Crisis, before any of it. Yeah, I like survival games a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stay away from the other leg here for a while because I think that the belly. Wait a minute. What did I just do? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just like staring at my drawing really quickly. This is what happens when I don't know how I should proceed. So I have to really think about the body because I do want to fill in the chest and maybe some of the belly down here, but I also want to put in some centipede legs. I'm thinking. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Okay, maybe there's a stinger coming out of here. So there's a stinger coming out of there. I mean, just the tentacles are deadly. Ooh. Pincers on the tentacle. It even looks like there's a proboscis in there. What's up, Brian? Okay, that's looking a little better. All right, I'm going to sharpen the pencil, guys. You're going to hear a loud machine. All right, back at it. Oh, we're going to have to end the live stream soon. It makes me really sad. Man, can we get to 200 likes again? That'll be fun. I'll show you guys my exact sharpener. I'll just bring it into view so you guys can see it. Give me 1 second. So this is my pencil sharpener. X-Acto. This thing's awesome. I love it. I've had that for a long time. Well, you got like, I'm going until about 6:15, so you have almost half an hour, Brian, and anybody else coming in. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a weight over here. I have to hold the ring light so it doesn't bounce. Man, it makes a world of difference once you sharpen it. That is for sure. Crazy. How dare you run late, Brian? You know I'm giving you a hard time. Oh, I totally forgot to do something. I totally forgot, guys. I had a goal for the chat. If we reach 15 super chats, then I'll draw a Demogorgon next time. Maybe we'll do that goal next time because it'll actually show up in the chat. All right. The tentacle, there's a lot of weird stuff on it, a lot of fuzziness going on. It's almost like a separate head coming out of there, like a separate creature, similar to the weird centipede things coming up out of the face, man. The face. Oh, it's 10:30 p.m. Oh, well, Rexy, thank you for staying up and just watching me draw. So hopefully you guys are catching my live stream before it's super, super, super late. All right. I'm happy with that shoulder. I really am. Such a weird set of muscles. you're down to watch at 2:30 a.m. I miss staying up late. I really do. When you guys get older, you just won't do it anymore. I remember back in the day, because I competed in Halo, like Xbox Live and all that stuff. I would start playing at 11 p.m. Oh yeah, so much fun. We get done at like 3:30. Just go to bed, get up for school. Nuts. Crazy. How basic does your Patreon go? Oh, it goes super, super basic. Super basic. So the way it's structured is tier one, which is like $3. You get very basic assignments to start your week out, like thumbnailing, references, things of that nature. And then tier two, that's like the bread and butter. So you'll get more advanced lessons for creature anatomy, how I build stuff. You'll get my videos and things separate from YouTube. And then tier three gets all of tier two and tier one, plus live streams about my eCore 117 project, which is a very secret personal project of mine that I'm going to be having made into a book, and I'm going to be doing creature designs just for that, and another secret project. So just 3 tiers, super easy, and also try to keep it simple. I never wanted my Patreon to have a ton of tiers. Yeah, it's okay for you new to draw. It's about design as much as it is learning how to draw. Yes, keep sharpening your pencil all the time. That is not a stupid question. That's a very good question. Because people will shade and shade and shade and shade and shade and shade and shade, and then it'll get a blunt spot on the picture, and then their drawings are dull. That dictates what your picture looks like. So like this sharp tip right here, this gives me precision shading. So I can really concentrate on these areas, like get in there to the nitty gritty and get some good stuff. I don't even know what these forearm muscles are doing. I had to fix that part. Because it it doesn't have a brachialis, that's for sure. Little tendon going in there. There we go. There's definitely going to be some wrinkles on that one. That'll be a fun one to do. Oh boy. This is what I'm talking about. No tricep back there. Oh, I think I just fixed it. Yep. I was wondering about that. Sometimes I just have to take a step back and evaluate it and look at it again and just give it a really big arm. It's weird. Now I'm putting more emphasis on the shoulder than anything else. It's so much fun. Super chat. Hey, thanks, Smolder. How would you approach a drawing like this using ink only? Okay. So I would look to see where the shadows need to go first. All right. So let me make sure I got it. Thank you for the compliment. For inkers, all the places where there's crevices and shadows, that's where the ink would go. I think a lot of beginner inkers just start putting black outlines everywhere because it looks cool, right? So just be really careful about the inking. As far as like what not to ink, you got to establish the light source first and foremost. Establish the light source so you know where the shadows are going to be casting. And depending on the pen that you're using, if it's like a repeatograph or something that's made for inking, I would actually go in there with a pencil, like super, super, super light, and just kind of outline where you want the shadow to be in pencil. And then you ink inside there. That way you can evaluate it, and if it doesn't look right, you can erase it. You barely have to erase anything at all, and then do that. Hope that helps, because I know that's helped me in the past whenever I ink stuff, and a lot of comic book artists do that. Okay, that's the problem with it. It just did not look good right there. Okay. Well, Smoldering Home, thank you for the super chat, and you're very welcome. What is my favorite snack? I like those little Biscoff crackers that you can buy at Target, but they're the same type of crackers you get on an airplane. I love those things. You eat that with some tea? Yeah, that's a good snack. And it's healthy. Hmm. Am I going to put a claw or a hoof? Oh, this down here? No, it's splitting off into multiple fingers and weird stuff. It's the thing about creature design is you should never hold back. Where you think something should be predictable, nah, make it crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, blueberries, blueberries, handful of blueberries. That's a good one. Well, guys, I think we got a ton accomplished together today. We really did. We really filled this area out. So thank you all so much. All right, folks. Unfortunately, I have to get ready. I'm leaving tonight. I'm going somewhere, and thank you all for tuning into my live stream. Again, I want to send out my gratitude for hitting 350,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Couldn't have done it without you all. 400,000 is right around the corner, right? Probably in June or July, maybe. I don't know. Um, how many live streams before this is finished? I th- Probably four or five. Yeah, that's my assumption. Um, but again, if you guys overheard, you're interested in joining my Patreon, check the pinned comment. Um, you can join for free if you want. So there's something for everybody there. We have a Discord, Creature Design Workshop Discord. I also run a private mentorship that I run off that Discord. So you just email me at bobbyrebholz@gmail.com. That's also in the description. So, and above all, I'm so glad that this thing turned out horizontal. That makes me so happy. So, so happy. I think next time I'll just light a candle, have a little cozy drawing session here. And I'll have some tea and everything. I used to play techno music. I think that would distract everybody. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. You all are awesome. And I'll be filming a video and it will be released on Monday. So I'm keeping my schedule. Have a good one, y'all. Peace out.